What's good? This is Cam Reddish from the Atlanta Hawks, and you're watching 3-Point Conversion.
Situational stuff, and what I mean by that is end of game situations, offensively, defensively, when we're up by 3, when we're down by 3, our end of game package. I thought today was very valuable for us. Fantastic. We played live today. We probably played close to 20, 25 minutes live. And then we worked on a lot of end of game, fourth quarter situations. So it's been great. We've had a mental exercise as well. We're watching some old playoff games, learning from those. It's been a lot of fun, a lot of fun these last few days. I feel like I actually get to coach now. I feel like I actually get to coach.
Go ahead, Rick.
Hey, JB, is everybody okay physically? And also following up on what you just said, how the players talked a lot about how much you changed, particularly on defense between the end of last season and now. Considering all the circumstances that are beyond your control, has it been difficult to install and fine tune? And in that regard, has this been kind of a rare opportunity after 10 games and 16 nights?
Well, this has been rare, getting something like this in the middle of the season, to get 5 days like this to really work on our team, get some rest, but really install and work on some of our concepts. We did not get a great training camp, obviously. We're behind the ball here, just like many teams. It's not just us. Now, teams that have been together for a number of years, they're much further ahead than we are. But this was a nice break for our guys, but an area that we can get better. I think you asked about defense.
I asked if everybody's okay physically since we haven't seen it.
Let me answer that first. Yeah, I think everybody's good. PJ tweaked minor tweak of his ankle yesterday. He's day-to-day. He did not go live today. Other than that, we're good. If you can remind me on the defense again, and I'll answer.
Well, the players mentioned when I asked them about carryover value from last season, they said, yeah, but so much has changed that there's been a lot of, needing to adapt on the fly. And I just wondered, with all the peripheral circumstances, how much or little you've been able to fine tune.
Very little, Rick. I mean, we're literally learning on the fly in games. This is, this is happening in some walkthroughs and in practice and at halftime. And I give our guys a ton of credit. We've installed a tremendous amount defensively. Now, we laid a foundation last year. So I look back to last year, and even though when it wasn't looking pretty, we were still pounding away at this thing. And really, when you look at it, if you remember, it started to turn that last month of the season, all that work that we had put in, and it wasn't looking good, and the numbers weren't good. All of a sudden, that last month, it started to click. And we've really kind of hit the ground from there. And we've added some players that really get the defensive end. Adding Gordon is a high IQ basketball player on the defensive end with size. So you add him to the mix, it's only enhanced our defense. So I think that last period, that last month, Rick, really helped us lay a foundation for where we're at today. And then we've been able to build on that. So we weren't like starting from ground zero. We had some foundation built up. We've added the zone a little bit more this year. If you remember last year, we were still playing zone. The last game we beat Miami, in Miami, we were playing zone in that game. We've added, different elements to our zone this season. But I think a lot of this goes back to last season, Rick, that we had laid a foundation. And I'll say even on the offensive end, right? Everybody's looking at our assist numbers right now. That ground was laid last year, right? We were 4th in assist percentage last year. This year we came back and we said we want to be better. Right now we're 1st in the league in assist percentage. A lot of that seed, both offensively and defensively, was laid last year. And I think we're seeing the effects of that.
Thanks.
Rod Boone.
Hey, JB, 2 quick questions. First, with Cody Zeller, he's about a month into that timetable. Is he close to basketball activities just yet, or is he still a little far away from doing stuff on the court?
He was live today.
Okay. Okay.
Cody Zeller was live today.
And the other thing is non-basketball wise, as you know, minority, somebody who has a daughter, just wondering what's it like for you to be able to see, and I guess show your daughter what happened today with, you know, VP Harris, you know, being inaugurated, and obviously Joe Biden as well. Just what are your thoughts on that? And just, I guess, your daughter knowing she can do whatever she wants to in life type stuff.
Yeah, I mean, such a powerful time, and I've been fortunate to be around incredible women in my life. And you know, I have a daughter who's a freshman right now, and I look at our world and I'm excited for her that she sees opportunity out there. And one of her mentors and people she looks up to is Becky Hammond, who's, we know, has had great influence in our league. And she looks at that and says, look, Dad, I can do anything. There's no limit to what I can do and accomplish. And now you look at our vice president, and they're shattering these barriers and these ceilings that were inconceivable, you know, not too long ago. And I'm just thrilled for her. I'm thrilled for her. And I'm excited for all young girls that can look at these women, these powerful women doing amazing things and go, I could be that one day. There's no limit to what I can accomplish or become.
Mike Solarte.
Thanks, Mike. Hey, JB. You know, a lot of questions about players' health and physical state. How are you guys handling this situation this season from a mental aspect because of the unknowns, and you know, you don't know when you're going to play. You've already lost tonight's game, and you don't know what the future holds. I mean, how are guys staying focused, and how are they dealing with, you know, isolation issues and that's?
Yeah, I think it's important. I mean, you know, mental health is so key. It's all over our world, our country, right? It's not just in the NBA, but a number of players, staff members are dealing with mental issues right now. And there's a weight on everybody. And I think the virus has added to that. You're away from people, you're isolated, you're lonely, you're not connected. But I can say our group is, and for whatever reason, we've brought in the right people, the right character. These guys like each other. They like being around one another. They go home and, you know, they Zoom, they play video games. But when we're here in the office, on the court, this group is really connected. And this really goes back to, you know, when our league was shut down, we stayed connected during that period. And we did it through Zoom calls, and we had to get creative on how to do that, because it is a time of isolation and loneliness right now. So, but there's a lot of things out of our control, Mike, and I don't know what the future holds here. I have no idea what tomorrow brings or next week brings. Obviously, we're day to day right now. And so I just try to live in the moment with my guys. Here is what today looks like. And if I can give them a little bit about tomorrow, I'll do that. But staying in the moment, staying present with our players, with our staff, is really how we're getting through this. And I can't give them more than that. And today and yesterday were incredible days for our team and our program. We got better yesterday. We got better today, just being focused on the moment. We talk about what's going on in the world as well. I think that's part of getting through this, being open and honest with your guys on what's happening around us. And if you need help, we're here to help you. I think them knowing that if they are struggling in certain areas, as their head coach, as their, you know, one of their leaders, we want to be here to help you. So keeping that door open for our guys is really important as well.
Just following up on that, I mean, I know that you're not one to talk about yourself, but how are you holding up through all this? I know that you're kind of, I'm guessing, I haven't seen it, but I'm guessing you're kind of leaning on your staff and leaning on your players as well to kind of help you get through some difficult times and that sort of thing.
Yeah, no, they're incredible. I have an incredible staff. I'm very thankful for them. They keep me upbeat. They keep me moving forward. I have my bad days just like everybody on this call. There's issues that we all have. And the way you get through it, Mike, as you know, is with others. You know, you get through it by leaning on other people and saying, look, I'm having a rough day. I'm having a bad day, and being vulnerable enough to say that so others can pick you up. We don't know, not every one of us has the answer. I've been around the best coaches in the world. Nobody has the right answer, but you do it by, sticking together, communicating, talking. And I'm blessed to have a wonderful staff that helps me. I have a wonderful family, and my players, they energize me. They juice me up every single day. So I'm blessed to have them all.
Awesome. Thanks, JB. We'll let you
Thanks,
go
guys.
there.
Appreciate it.
Leave it at that. We have Caleb Martin coming on in about 30 seconds here, folks, as well.